Smells real good. Do you know which one I mean?
No. Oh no.
You wouldn't guess, right? But it's taken a long time.
Yeah! Oh yeah! I am not enjoying myself anymore. It's like being in the bath for too long. Got a bit sweaty. But that is the end result. Day 3. I don't think it's fair to call it day 3 because I've probably got about 8 hours in total. I'm trying to find a song, right? One of these like Mighty Car Mods, Forza Horizon sounding songs. Can't find it. I know it's not this one, but I just thought I'll let Spotify play and see if you can find it. But them can find it. But see how we get on. Pretty tired today. I gotta take that to Donington later, so good times. I just moved the legs of the ramp in a little bit. It's kind of on the sill now, but at least we can get into these bits. I need to get started, but it's what's the word? Overwhelming a little bit. I mean, at least we're on the ramp, so we've got that. I know there'll be people ready to comment how they did it in half an hour on the drive and all that stuff, but it's a pain in the ass, man. Like, it's not a good job. Right, just taking a break after. Well, I've had about another 3 hours at it this morning, so that takes us to around 11 hours just on the metal prep so far. And there's still a few bits that I can't quite get to with the toolage that I've got so far. Mainly just the inside of these chassis rails on both sides. And then there's some little bits up here which I'm struggling to get to. But everything else is pretty much good to go. Good to prime. Like I said, there's just a few places which are quite hard to get to up in the corners and stuff. Right, I think I'm ready to prime. I'm not going to use any of the rust removal, whatever it is, rust converter stuff. I had a Google and found a lot of people arguing on the internet about whether it works or not, basically. And I think the best practice is to just get rid of the rust yourself and grind it away. So, as you can see, there's not a lot of orange left. There's the odd bit. Like this bit in particular was pretty orange, and now it's mostly metal. Yeah, metal coloured. Just metal, no oxidised. Now, I can't find the right attachment to clean this up. Still got little bits to do, look. But most of this is cleaned away. Little bits here and there, but we're 12 hours in to prep. 12 hours. Now the worst bit of rust that I've found is still that, which I'm not too worried about it. And I found some more holes, but they're all man-made ones where I've tried to put stuff in the boot area. But yeah, we'll get on with mixing the paint in a sec. I have to wear a mask apparently, it's real strong, but I don't have one of the proper masks. I just got like a, you know, regular old Joe mask, but we have to mix it by weight as well. So I've got some little scalies down there. And we'll get it primed. Like I say, I'm using a brush to prime it. We'll get at least a coat on today, get the suspension back on, get it out of the way, and then we'll come back in the future. But yeah, I say we're probably 95% of the way through now. I just need to just clean up some last little bits. And yeah, we're good. I just swept up as well, and this is the pile of shite I swept up before starting the job. And this is all undersill from me. It's deep fam, hand for scale, big pile of shite. I got the wheelbarrow inspecting my work. How are you thinking?
This bit?
Wheelbarrow, yeah.
I do think the rest of it should be done.
Yeah.
But this is still.
We're probably about, I've probably done about 80% of the job, which is probably more than what a lot of people would have expected. So, you know, shiny metal, good. Yeah, shiny metal, good. But at least it might not rust again, but we'll see. You're working tonight, wheelbarrow? Yeah?
This is why I look like
on the job?
On the job.
Yeah, sounds good. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe, yeah? Remember.
People are dodgy.
Yeah. So I've done all the panel wipe anyway. Panel wipe good. Don't worry about the hole. Yeah, the holes are fine. Every hole's a... Yeah. Which hole are you on about?
That one there. There's a melody there.
Oh yeah, that's... yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. There's quite a few holes dotted around where I tried to install things and didn't...
Like that one?
Yeah, they're man-made because they're very... Yeah.
You patched this?
I didn't patch that. Some other man patched that. There's a lot of patch. It's like what did you say? Patchwork quilt. Patchwork quilt. Yeah, there's a lot of patches, but there's quite a few holes. Yeah, don't worry about it. Right. Anyway, we're gonna mix up some of this, and I'm gonna do it by weight because I've got the scales. Get the 28 grams to an ounce, all that stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna weigh up the paint. 2 cups because Ed's going to give me an hand painting as well, and hopefully we'll have it primed in no time. Thanks. Did it pass inspection then? You stood up fully in there. That's cool. All right. Tiny.
Yeah, this bit has.
Yeah, I need to do the rest of it in good time, but I've run out of. It's 3:30, so that means that I'm about 15 hours into this.
Just to see how dirty you are.
I've washed once as well.
Can't even see it.
Does it even look dirty on the thing?
Oh, I can't see. Oh, wait. I mean... yeah, go on.
It's only my hair as well.
Okay, the back of you looks clean.
Oh, thanks.
But the front of you is like... Yeah, you need
like a 5 o'clock shadow.
You need a wash.
Thanks.
It's alright.
Right, I'll get this paint mixed up and we'll prime it. It smells real good.
So how much do we need to weigh out in the pots?
It's on the thing, but it's proper separated in the thing. Like, should we do with them on you know, like on The Simpsons where Bart shakes up that can at the paint mixing thing? Do you know which one I mean?
No.
We made it like a paint can for mixing. It's real thin on the top and real gloopy at the bottom.
Yeah. Nice.
So what was the numbers?
So comp A is 575.
Do we need a funnel? No. 575?
Yep. Ish, you know.
Ish. 567, will that do you?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Plus 153.
Plus
so
15, what's the total?
729.
What was the first number?
575. That looks fucking thick, that, doesn't it?
It is, it's like fucking syrup. Seen it running down the fucking pot.
Oh no. You got the stick to sort of rub it off?
Pardon? I'm on 720. On 723, that'll do. Won't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
It doesn't smell that bad. People said wear a mask. Maybe we'll feel the pain tomorrow.
Maybe it'll take tomorrow's pain away.
Hopefully. Alright, that's yours. You can prime on that. I want to get too close because you might get paint all over you.
Yeah, I don't fancy that.
Like that. Let me watch and everything.
Maybe you should go. Maybe you should go watch that off.
That's me posh Casio, that.
Right.
That £100, that.
So we got this wheel arch that Ed did, and then.
Chat, don't get too close. It'll blur the vision. That's a learning.
You can't really tell on camera which is worse. I don't know. You've missed that bit there, Don.
I have missed a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Missed a bit, it's true. But it's very tedious and taking. You wouldn't guess, right? But it's taking a long time. Like fucking everything else. On this.
And also, it's all on the floor. Really?
No, it was me.
It's going to be a great video to watch, isn't it? Watching paint dry. Class. Yeah, here's the time lapse of it drying.
Top 10 videos. Oh, it's just taking ages. Oh, I'm fucking spilling it all over the shop.
We are making good progress, I'm seeing the light in the tunnel, to be fair, from the rear.
Right, we're primed. Primed, there's some full fat ones in the other bag if you're interested. Yeah. We're primed. God, it was a long time. There's a hair there, I'll pick that out.
Yeah, now that it's dried, isn't it?
Yeah, it's drying alright, isn't it? It's drying okay.
Less streaky.
Yeah, it was pretty brushy before, but there we go, chaps. That's the inner part one anyway. I've got to shoot. I've got to move. I get myself to Donington, but Yeah, she's on the primer. We'll pick this up again in the future. We'll get the centre bit done and we'll get some under seal, under protection, underbody. What's the difference between under seal and a good primer? Under seal is just like a generic term for the activity, I think, isn't it? So we've got our primer on, right? So the metal's protected now, and we'll come back later and jazz it up. But just had a right session with the thinners, trying to get paint off my hand and off my Casio and all that, and good times. Just a little outro for the outro. I didn't end up going to Donington tonight. I'm gonna leave it till tomorrow. It's another story, but I'll give you a quick look what it looks like, because it's dried over the past couple of hours. Dried all right, ish. I mean, there's a lot of places where we could have done with some more paint maybe, or some more primer. We've got quite a few brush strokes here and there, but I'm gonna come up through the week after work and start prepping the middle bit. And then when I go to prime the middle bit, I can do a little bit more here and touch up some of the areas where I didn't quite get the coverage that I wanted. But pretty happy with it. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to brush on, so I can only imagine how much harder it'd be to try and get it to spray. Because you can spray it on, some people spray it on, some people use a roller even. So it's not been such a fun task, this one, but one that definitely needed doing, overdue, you could say. And hopefully it'll provide many years of protection to the DC2, and we can build it back up without the fear of knowing that, you know, we'd have to tear it back down again in the future. While it's on here as well, we may as well chuck the fuel tank and all that on when we're done. Now then, fellow oxidisation enthusiasts, today we are bib and braced for another round of DC2 under sealing / rust prevention / getting right dirty and getting the old under seal off. Now, what we've got left is the floor. So that's the area from just the floor, right? The flattish bit. Do I need to explain anymore? Maybe I can show you. Safety inspector's here today to keep an eye on things. Keep a distance though, yeah? Yeah, she's gonna keep a distance, right? Now I know how this is gonna sound, but I did come up in the week to touch up the primer. Blinded by the lights, dizzy new heights. So the primer's looking pretty good now on the backside. If you remember, there were some brush strokes that were quite obviously visible, where there was some, you know, you could still see some metal through the other side. There's still going to be a little bit of metal work to do in the future, but let's just try and get it sealed up for now. That's all we're trying to do really, is just get it scratched back and sealed up, right? We can worry about things like that in the future, but just so that I don't forget, because there's one here. The most concerning one is, oh, they're all on this side. This one I don't think is man-made. I think the other ones are man-made, but I don't think that one is man-made. I think that is Del corrosion, and that's where the trailing arm bolts up next to, so don't want that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Jotun stuff. It went on real thick. I still need to do the crevices in here with the built hamber stuff, and I've not done any seam sealer either, but we're going to pick it back up in doing the floor. So the first job that we need to do is to move these ramp legs out a bit, and hopefully the floor won't be too bad, although it's black, so I don't think they were originally black. The reason I spent so long doing the rear, and the reason the rear was so tough, was it had the original kind of body sealer on, then it had some other stuff, and then some wax oil, and then some other stuff, and it was just so thick, right? So this is what it looks like now. Doesn't look too bad, does it? The worst bits, just here and here. I've definitely, yeah, I must have painted over. I can't remember what I would have used, but this is definitely me. Let's get started anyway. So this is our starter. This is what it looks like now, and this is what it's hopefully going to look like very shortly. So just taking my first break, about 40 minutes, 45 minutes in. Chuffing one of these jobs, this, you know, like I probably came across quite well last time, but It's a lot of effort. Doesn't even look like good, does it? Actually, it looks like there's still a lot of underseal on there, which, yeah, pain in the ass to get off. It's been scratching away, and I don't know, maybe the twisted knots are just getting a bit tired. So, just not really been too effective, but I've run out of them now. I ordered 4 of them, and they're all in the kind of the same state at the minute. But I'm trying to get up into this sill, kind of where the sill meets the door body. I don't know what you'd call that area, but I still need to get up there. And the rusty parts aren't really rusty anymore, which is nice. Just scratching off the surface rust. Das ist gut, ja. Das ist gut. Right, we're 2 hours of angle grinder buzzing hand action completed, and we've only just scratched the surface. Yeah, I think I said that one in part 1, but yeah, good joke. Yeah, pain in the ass, you know. It's really boring, and my ADHD brain just can't focus on one area, so I have to keep like coming back to place, and that's why it's just patchy as hell, because I'm just all over the shop. But obviously I've not done the tunnel yet. I guess that's the exhaust tunnel on a front wheel drive car, isn't it? What you? She's the inspector is telling me it's time to go. Right, so I'll pick this back up again either tomorrow or Saturday, but it's all the same to you, innit? It'll be in about 3 seconds time. And just like that, we are 2 days in the future. It is Saturday morning-ish. It's 11:30 AM. We've got a few hours on the car to do. We should really try and yeah, we should really. There's a rusty part here which I don't like, but I also don't like grinding into these new bushes. But I've made a massive mistake today. Now, I can't hear anything when I'm grinding, of course, but we need to prime this layer. And those of you who watched my Donington Park video at the track day, my Donington track day video, you'll know I busted my phone. And I've brought nothing to listen to music on. And yeah, what am I gonna do? Just play music from my phone like year 8 on the back of the bus or something? What am I supposed to do, eh? You gonna sing me a song? I'm gonna have to be alone with my thoughts. That's the worst thing. It's when you've got the headphones on, it's bad enough, you know, the noisy ear defenders. But just to be here with only me providing myself entertainment without any music to block it out is it's not gonna be fun, is it, dog? It's not gonna be fun, is it? We're gonna yeah. Best thing we can do today is crack on. Right, we'll try and get this. Yeah. We'll see what we can get through, right? If we can get it all primed today, that would be nice, and then we can do the Gravitex stone chipper. We can do that tomorrow, hopefully. But let's just get cracked on, play some tunes in my head, and try not to think the bad thoughts, or any thoughts really. That would be nice. No thoughts, please. Oh, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Cove, K to the O-V-E-ish. I found Ed's speaker, we're having a good time. It was hidden. I don't know if it's hidden to stop people using it or not, but found it. So, yes. We don't have to think, we just have to listen. Perfect. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Well, I was wondering if this would happen, and it's happened. The angle grinder has died. No more storm forcings for you, Senor Dripper. I didn't think it would do it today though, because, you know, I've been up here for only about an hour now, so and it's had a lot more hammer on it on the previous nights and days, but yeah, decided to just let go just now. And we're not a million miles away from where we want to be. There's still quite a lot that needs doing, but I'm gonna have to go back to the rotary polisher thing, which only spins at 3000 RPM, so it's spinning at like a quarter of what the angle grinder did. Requires a bit more effort, but most of the tunnel's done. That's the bit I'm working on now. A lot of this is going to be drilled. We're going to have to get the drill out to get most of this, just because of how awkward some of the spots are. Still need to get these areas as well with the drill, but yeah, let the smoke out. I don't know what's happened to the angle grinder. It just kind of did like a little misfire almost, and then I stopped it and it wouldn't restart. But yeah, she's dead, Jim. I wonder how long I've had this one. I don't feel like I've had this one that long. It looks new in the hand, doesn't it? Maybe I've still got a warranty of some kind. Got some heat on it, but it doesn't smell. You know, usually these things stink when they let the smoke out, but no smoke or anything, just won't turn on anymore, so bugger. Well, going by my watch, we're about another 4 hours into this. 4 hours into it just for today, and I'm gonna call time, panel wipe it and prime it, because I am not enjoying myself anymore. Anyone who does this job for like a living or anything, God, I don't know, strange. I can't imagine anything worse. It's just so boring, and because, you know, power tools and all that, you can't hear anything really, so yeah, you just have to fucking deal with yourself, be with yourself for hours on end. Boring. Not good, man. But there's a lot of bits where, yeah, I could spend more time and get it perfect. I reckon it probably wants another couple of hours to be perfect, but I just ain't got it in me, man. I did the same on the back. I got to this stage on the back and I just thought, you know what, fuck it. It'll do. Right, there's no majorly rusty parts, luckily. Everything's pretty much all right, so I'm just going to clean up what I've got so far. There's a couple of bits where I need to manually wire wheel, like behind them exhaust hangers and stuff, but no dramas. I'm also cutting the line here. This is a line where we're going to prime to, because we're going to have to treat this. We have to deal with this, but if you look, like the frame in general at the front, yeah, wants some attention really. So I don't know, maybe just get it going and have some fun for summer and get it out, and then over winter this year maybe we'll do the front end, I think, because something needs to happen with the front end. I mean, look at that, where the subframe mounts. Yeah, das ist not good. Das ist nicht guten, yeah. But this ain't too bad, look. Still a bit smudgy where some of the underseal, I've not got it fully off, but I've run out of those twisted knots. They're all just shit now. I've knackered my last wire wheel for the grinder. Well, the grinder doesn't exist anymore, so yeah, I'm down on toolage, so let's just skip forward a little bit. Let's get to primings. Right, I know it doesn't look like it because I've got eyes too, but that's another about half hour on the wire wheel drill. Just cleaning up what we've got to make it primable. Panel wipe now, and then prime time, baby. Amazon prime it, yeah. We're all panel wiped, clean-ish, as clean as it's gonna get anyway. Now it's time to fire up the almighty Jotun. Yeah. Winter grade, yeah, winter grade. I'll put some gloves on this time because I've still got shit in my nails from last week's paint, you know, bastard. I ordered some thinners as well to try and protect my brushes, and that's the only thing I haven't turned up, but I've got some new brushes, so I don't know how. We did try and save the 4-inch brushes in a tub of thinners last week and they didn't last too well, but maybe it's just a thing that the brushes are disposable. But let's get some paint on. Look at these top shaggers. They're exactly the same from different shops. I got a 4-inch on its own and then a combi pack of a 3 and a 4, and the 3 and the 4 was the same price as this one, but this one has got a red handle, that one's got a black handle, everything else is the same. Which one will be better? Well, probably, you know, probably that one, isn't it? Because you get two. The 2-pack. Lovely, lovely. Jotamastic. Jotamastic, mate. That's a good name for a product, that, isn't it? Jotamastic. So we've got roughly 750mm there, which I think should be enough for the floor. It was just over a litre to do all this back bit. I think, roughly speaking. Maybe it was more than that. How much was it? I reckon it was, yeah, about just over a litre. And then I reckon 750 will do all of this. But let's find out. Jotun. This is epoxy primer. I don't know what the epoxy bit is especially, you know, meaning or anything like that, but it's bare metal stuff, yeah. Although we're not fully bare metal, but you know, as good as this should give us the protection that we need, yeah. If you're concerned or you want any advice, just check the comments, because there's guaranteed to be some people in the comments who know all about this stuff way more than me. This is where I got it from, SML Paints. Yeah, seemed like a good service. Although the scales from SML is the same ones, they're about half the price on eBay, so there's one top tip for you. I'm going to paint, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're done. What's happened to my hands? Having the gloves on for that long. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's like being in the bath for too long. Get a bit sweaty. But that is the end result. Absolutely nailed the guesstimate on the measuring cup. Had just about enough to do everything. So, perfect. Got real good coverage. Had enough to go and touch up as well. I managed to get a 1-inch punch brush. 1-incher. Yeah, I had to get a little brush out just for the top bits, and yeah, that went surprisingly well. I only got one bit of paint on me. Had the gloves on, didn't I? But I had managed to get a big blob drop down my sleeve there, the old wizard sleeve. Had it drop down there, so yeah, got a bit of paint on me, but not too much. I think we're gonna call that for episode 2. I'll have a look. Maybe I'll just continue it tomorrow, but the next steps are going to be seam ceilings and then getting that Gravitex down. Now I drew that line, remember. I've gone a bit over it in some places, but look at this here. This is nasty where the jacking point is. So we're not just going to leave that, but we'll probably do it over there. We can do it on the floor and just jack the front of the car up, because I want to get it off the ramp tomorrow. So that's why I'm drawing the line here. Right, it has to come off the ramp tomorrow, so. Hey, I've just checked my watch. Guess how long I spent on the brush then? Just on the brush. An hour and a half. I thought I'd been gone 50 minutes, an hour or something, but my back is really hurting after today, after scratching that under seal off and then, you know, stood up then painting. You know, I'm gonna be in tatters, I think. I'm ready for a rest, but I'll pick this up again tomorrow, but I'm gonna make it another episode, I think. Or maybe I won't. Because we're doing different stuff. We're going to be doing the Gravitex and the seam sealer. I think it makes sense to put a line in the sand here, I think. Hope you're enjoying the videos. I learned a hack today on the bib and brace, by the way. I'll leave you with this one. I can't believe I didn't know this already, and these straps kept coming, you know, falling off and all that. And I thought, I'll try it crisscross, you know, the crisscross these, and that's how it should always be done, I presume. I feel like a right idiot. They haven't slipped once all day after doing that. So there's your tip for the day. Don't feel stupid like me. Bib and brace, cross them. All right. Well, we're making good progress. Not too far away now from having a Integra DC racing car rings. Yeah? Very nice. Yeah.
Until next time.